All right, welcome to Game 1. Michael Severe, Nate Clouse from HuskerOnline.com. This obviously isn't the same as it was last year. Last year we expected a huge recruiting weekend. Yeah. What's kind of the feel for an 11 o'clock game against South Alabama?
Well, the number one thing is that you can't get official visitors in for an 11 o'clock game. At least not official visitors. They have to fly in. And I think Nebraska's kind of doubling down on some of their other games in the first place. That Northern Illinois is a night game, and possibly hoping that Ohio State is that night game. So I don't think there's a huge emphasis on trying to front load the home opener. But with it being 11 a.m., it's just really, really hard. But still some solid commits and some offer guys that are making their way into town today.
And some local guys as well that we have our eyes on. A guy like Drew Christo, who I like, obviously play baseball and football. Is he up and visiting today?
Yeah, he's going to be in town today. And a very intriguing prospect. Has done really well at a number of camps that we've been at. And you mentioned the dual sport guy. I mean, he's got some baseball offers already. Has pitched very well at the perfect game. Tryouts or select deal this summer, and has just done a number of great things. 6'4", 215 or so. Really athletic kid. So that's one of those 2021 in-state guys to keep an eye on as far as a Husker offer.
What about some of the guys who already committed that are going to be here this weekend?
Yeah, the big ones are Turner Corcoran, the Rivals 100 offensive tackle, and Blaze Gunderson, the outside linebacker, defensive end out of Carroll, Iowa, who had a good game last night. Both those guys are going to be in town, and possibly a couple others. Xavier Betts possibly will be making it in. That's kind of up in the air still, as of last night at least. So those are the main commits that will be in town.
Yeah. Any other local guys that you were looking at on the list that kind of stood out to you?
There's an offensive lineman out of Guardian Angels Central Catholic by the name of Casey Dorneman. He's 6'5", 280 pounds. Wow. Yeah, and he's one of those D1 offensive linemen. The D1's got probably 4 or 5 guys that are all have great size. Another one is Elijah Onate, who's about 6'3", 6'4", 280, out of Gibbon, who's another D1 guy. Right. So, I mean, you're small schools, but big offensive linemen. Some possibly really good walk-on candidates with some of those guys. D1
guys who could actually be D1 guys.
Exactly.
Pretty interesting. Exactly. Obviously, Ohio State is the one they're kind of targeting. Who's the biggest so far that's said he's going to be at Ohio State?
Well, probably Darien Warren Green, the 4-star, the Rivals 250 cornerback out of California. Jackson Bratton, who's a 4-star middle linebacker from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, teammates with Logan Smothers. And there's a couple other 4-star guys. Obviously, Turner Corcoran's going to be in town for that. Yeah. But right now, I think we've confirmed 11 official visitors for that weekend, and that number is probably going to grow a little bit more.
You mentioned Logan Smothers. We see him doing another visit this season?
Yeah, so he'll be in town for the Ohio State game for his official. And so far, he's lit it up. Yeah, he's played outstanding so far for Muscle Shoals, 2-0. I think last night he had 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 passing. And the weekend before, I think he had 3 passing, 1 rushing or something like that. Yeah. So he's been fantastic. And he's going to be bringing a couple of teammates. Jackson Bratton, I mentioned. Javar Strong is a 6'3", 190-pound safety of theirs that's also going to be coming in for an official visit that weekend.
You got a prediction for today?
I think my official prediction was 56-20.
Okay.
So
right at the number.
Right at the number. I'm leaning towards them not covering just because I think they'll get up early and put a bunch of reserves in second half.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way. Of course, you'll always be able to find these pregame videos on Husker Online. We'll tweet them out as well. Enjoy the game.